Dundee United may be going down, but they're bringing Jim Goodwin down with them, damn it. Yes, he has signed a 2-year deal, so he's basically signed a deal to be in the Championship and hopefully have a year in the Premiership. Will he see past that? Will he even see this 2 years out? I'm not convinced. I'm surprised. It's very weird that they would announce this before the last game of the season. Thoughts on this big deal coming through on this Saturday evening?
Bit of a strange one in my opinion. They wait until Dundee United are pretty much already down, almost mathematically down, before announcing Jim Goodwin as the new manager. I mean, maybe this announcement heading into the split games could have actually helped Dundee United. Maybe it would have gave the players some confidence. Maybe it would have done something for the morale at the club. But I do find it's weird that they wait until Dundee United lose 4 games in a row, and then they're going into the final game with pretty much no chance of surviving the drop, and then they announce Jim Goodwin. And at this stage, like, let's be honest, they are down, right? Why not wait and see what happens with Jim Goodwin in his final game? See if Jim Goodwin goes out in his final and he loses 4-0 to Motherwell, which could happen.
Really could happen.
Does he really deserve the job after losing 5 games in the split against the easier teams in the league?
Of course he doesn't.
He did do good. He won before the split. He'd won 3 in a row, and I thought he'd done enough to keep them up. But we've got to be honest. He's now lost 4 in a row against the teams that are in the bottom half, alongside with Dundee United. I think he's been poor. When he won the 3 in a row, I was like, I know what, fair play. He's done a good job. But I mean, I look at it now, and I do think Jim Goodwin has underperformed. He'll be happy. Of course, he wants to stay at Dundee United. Pretty big club. He probably knows he's got a good chance of taking them back up. I think if Jim Goodwin knows that if he leaves Dundee United or if he gets sacked by Dundee United, it's highly unlikely he's going to get a better job. I think he's not going to get another Premier League team, is he? I mean, Dundee are looking at a manager. I mean, St Johnstone possibly might have been interested in Jim Goodwin.
Aye, but now it's over. McLean's got the job.
Yeah, so I mean, now he's took the Dundee United job, so we will see what happens. But I think it's a bit of a strange one. We'll see.
We'll see what's going to happen, guys, but I don't know. I think it's weird. I wouldn't be surprised if Goodwin... I mean, I think it is more the Dundee United players that have let all 3 managers down, because I think there's a lot of hype about them, doing stuff in Europe, doing stuff in the league. I mean, everyone in the predictions had Dundee United top 6. I don't care who you are, man. You had them in the top 6. Maybe after the ACED game, you probably dropped them into your bottom
I think
6.
I had them 4th.
Well, there you go.
I think I had Dundee United. I think you had them 3rd. I'm pretty sure you put them 3rd.
Well, there you go. I'm pretty sure I did put them 3rd. And you know what? I'll have to go... I'm not looking forward to doing that list because I don't think I've got anybody right. But they're last. And you know what? I'm not saying it's all Goodwin's fault, but I feel like keeping him is also a bit of a mistake. I don't know.
Look, I think the guy was doing okay at Aberdeen. Then it all went pear-shaped. They got sacked. He's got a chance at Dundee United. I was glad that he got a chance at Dundee United. What I think's went wrong for Jim Goodwin, I think if he took over Dundee United and there wasn't any sort of revival and he took them down to finish last, I'd be like, fair enough, he took over, they were in a mess. But he took over and actually got them picking up points, winning games, and then he got them, I believe, up to 10th.
Yeah, he did.
When he won 3. And at that point, I think everyone pretty much says, well, Dundee United are beginning to win games now. Jim Goodwin's got them settled. They've got they've probably got the best squad in the bottom 6.
I actually said
going
they
to
were
stay
up.
I think everyone at that point thought they were up, but now he's lost 4 in a row, and it's like... I felt like before you couldn't really blame Goodwin for taking United down, but I think due to the fact that he won 3 in a row and he got them out of both the automatic and playoff relegation spots, I feel like it kind of is his fault now.
Yeah.
Because he got them off the bottom of the table, but then he lost 4 games in a row that put them back to the bottom of the table. Look, it's an interesting one. I think it'll be a decent appointment. I think it's not... I don't think it's a bad appointment. I just think the timing of it's very strange that they announced this after 4 defeats in a row. Why not just wait to the end of the season, see out your options? I think the timing's all wrong, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens, but I'll tell you one thing, it's happening. They're getting pumped by Motherwell, and that's the bottom line, guys. So until then, Folk Football signing out.